Good afternoon, Hope Church. I hope you are all well today. I am Jo, and I'm here to bring you another 5 minutes of hope. So this week, last week, the Price family had a bit of a change in circumstances. I'm a teacher, so I've gone back to school full time, and my boys have gone back to school, one begrudgingly. The other one's very happy to do so, and he's got his friends there with him. And Graham has become very familiar with Microsoft Teams and is having a lot of meetings back to back on there. So we've kind of gone back to normal, but it made me think, actually, what is normal now? Because we all say that, when things go back to normal, it's going to go back to how it was. But is it ever going to go back to how it was pre-COVID-19? And that got me thinking as well about what I've learnt from being in lockdown. And certainly for me, life slowed down. Graham and I both work full time. We've got 2 young boys. So we're busy. Our social life is really busy. We say yes to almost everybody. We love being around people. But then obviously with lockdown, that all changed. And we couldn't do that anymore. We had to stay at home and we couldn't see our friends, couldn't see our family. So new normal was totally different for us. So that's made me think that as I go back to my life as it was, as I go back to working and being in school full time, and as the boys are back in school, so we're up and at them in the morning, we're getting going, we've got the struggles, the school run that's going on as well. What do I want to take away from lockdown? What do I want to take away and implant into a new normal, a new routine? And that is something that Steve said on Sunday, and it's actually taken really from Psalm 23, and it's thinking about finding rest in God. It's finding that God can renew us and to give us strength, and that He has got a path for us. So as we go back into a new way of life post-lockdown, the shops are all opening, we can almost carry on life as normal. What are we going to take away? And for me, it is finding rest in God and saying no to things so that I can have that space, so that I can have the space to do this, to go out into the fields and to walk the dog, and to say no to things so I can just be at home and to spend time as a family, because we've certainly realised that actually we get on. We quite like each other. So being with each other isn't such a bad thing. And I was just thinking about Psalm 23. So as life picks up pace again, we have to slow down. Even though we can carry on as kind of normal, we have to slow down. And we'll find strength in God. We'll renew our strength in Him. He will lay out the path before us, and that's all so that we can bring on to His name, because that's our purpose. And as followers of Jesus, that is our purpose, is to bring honour to His name. And so in lockdown, have we done that? Have we been able to do that? Because our communities have changed somewhat. We haven't been able to see the same people. So have we been bringing honour to God? And how can we do that in the new normal? How can we do that post-COVID-19? Has anything clicked in our brains to make us think, actually, we're not honouring Him, or we're not living our lives for Him as we perhaps should? And certainly for me, that is definitely taking more time, that is definitely taking more space, and just to be, so not to do anything, not to have any agenda, but just to be in His presence, so that we can seek His will and His purpose for our lives. And that has got to carry on. There's a saying about how many times you have to do things to form a habit, and I can't remember how many it is now, but it is a lot of times that we have to do things to form a habit. So if that means that every morning we're just resting in His presence, or every evening, whenever it works for us, so that we can have our strength renewed, so that we can see His purpose and His path laid out before us, just as Psalm 23 says, then we have to do that, and we have to form that habit. So whatever we have done in lockdown, when we haven't been able to do the normal things that we used to do, what are we going to carry forward? So I just wanted you to think about that today, Hope. Maybe think about everything that you have learned, that learning through lockdown. What have you learned? What do you really want to carry forward? And how are we going to do that? What practices are we going to put into place to make sure that happens? Is it going to be setting an alarm like Derek challenged us to do so, to make us really stop and think, or is it anything else? But yeah, Hope, I want to encourage you to form that habit and to carry it forward as life continues, not to get wrapped up in the old way of life that you might not have been happy with, but to carry forward things that you've learned in lockdown. Anyway, so I hope you have a great day. Hope that we can get to see some of you soon, all of you soon, and have a great day. Bye.